Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for waiting. We will be going live in about 2 minutes. Going live in 2 minutes for the Smackz. Thank you so much. What?
We're ready to go. Yo, we are officially live on YouTube. This is completely different. I'm loving it. I'm staring at the Smackz background, Ben. Am I supposed to? There we go. Look at us. We're here. We are live from Podcast Junkies in Boca Raton, South Florida. My man, Ben Castro, is running the show. We got a late night show tonight. We're going to get into what the fuck is going on in Miami. We got serious issues right now. Serious issues. We got a real problem. Can't forget to introduce my main man right over here to my right, Kahari.
You already know what it is. I'm smiling through the pain right now, but it's your boy Kahari on another episode of the Smackz podcast.
Here we go. Let's get right into it, man. We can't keep these people waiting. We got a lot of people on IG Live right now. We appreciate it. Make sure you guys go to the YouTube. It's going to be on my story, or you can just type in at Smackz on YouTube and click the button on the profile that says live, and you'll be joining in right now. We want some questions from you guys. Let's open it up, dude. We're so high on the Miami Dolphins coming in here last week. So fired up. I get to your house. I'm like, I can't even contain my energy. Like, I can't even eat my sub right now. Like, I'm just so fired up for this game. And we're looking at the score, and it's 30-0 at one point.
Hey, listen, I thought we were going to start off with Thursday Night Football, but if you want to go ahead and jump into the Miami Dolphins.
We're going right into the Dolphins.
Let's go for it. Again, like you said, Zach got to my house. We had the whole day planned. We were going to have public subs. We were going to just dive into football on Sunday. It was like Christmas Day, dude.
Miserable.
Would you not agree?
It's better than Christmas Day.
Dude, I was just so excited. But anyways, the Miami Dolphins, in typical fashion, even on the first drive, the Indianapolis Colts, they had the ball first. They got a first down, and from there, it went downhill. They literally had Daniel Jones out there looking like my guy, Josh Allen. The guy had scored on each drive on our team, and from there, it just went downhill.
Dude, it was a downward spiral, just like you said, from that first down. I mean, now I can't even turn on ESPN with seeing Daniel Jones' face on there. It's like the guy wasn't even the starting quarterback right away. I mean, it was, the depth chart said or. Okay, so we made this guy look like Tom Brady in his prime. It's a real disappointment. Obviously, let's go over Tua's stats here, okay? 14 attempts, 23 completions, 114 yards, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown, and a fumble. Absolutely miserable performance from him. A guy that you're paying $53 million a year money definitely is not showing us the money right now, and he's on his way out of Miami if he keeps up this performance.
Literally, I mean, if you look at the stats, he went 14 for 23, a total of 114 yards, 1 touchdown to our boy Devon A-Chain, and then he had 2 interceptions and 3 sacks. When I look over at the sideline, he's smiling. He is smiling. We literally are in turmoil. Literally. Listen, Stephen Ross, if you're listening, which you probably are not because you're on your private jet in Fort Lauderdale.
Or in New York.
That product that you put out for us last Sunday was unacceptable. We talk about a culture change in Miami. Trash. Mike McDaniel. Trash. Tua Tagovailoa. Trash. Our front seven that we like to brag about. Trash. Literally. There was nothing that could have went. Nothing was great about the Miami Dolphins on Sunday. I am so disappointed in what I saw. If that literally is what we're going to get all season, I don't want to watch another game. I don't want to renew my freaking season tickets. I don't want to buy any more merch. I am tired of this mediocre team. Year after year, we get our hopes up every year, and we're delusional fans. We keep putting money into this team, and we keep being let down every year. I am so tired of it. And every week I'm like, okay, maybe you know what? It'll be better next week. I'm so tired of it. Changes need to happen now, or we are in some trouble, people. I'm tired of wearing this. I'm tired of that. I'm sick of the fact that I was even born into this. Thank you, Mom.
I didn't even want to put this on today.
I didn't even want to put it on today. But literally, I keep believing in you. You keep letting me down. I am a battered syndrome wife, and I'm tired of it.
I love it. Listen, this is my take on it right here. It starts from the fucking top, okay? It starts from the top. Before we even get into Tua, why is Chris Grier still employed with this team? You've been with the organization 20 years. You've done absolutely nothing. You were the director of scouting, and the only thing you do is let your good players go. Every single year, you let the good people go. You keep the bad ones. The fact that you guys did not address cornerback, offensive line, or even Tua, You just are completely out of sync with this organization of what's going to go wrong. And like Kahari said, to his point, this is going to get bad. It's going to get bad quick. If they come out on Sunday against the Patriots, who lost to the Raiders, okay, the Raiders, then we got a serious problem. We got a serious problem if they lose that game.
Yeah, literally. Dude, at the end of the day, I was not expecting that game to go as bad as it did. I don't think any Miami Dolphins fans, I thought it was going to be I shouldn't say an easy win, but I thought it would at least be a win. If not a blowout, which I was expecting, high expectations. Daniel Jones, who didn't pan out with the Giants, I thought, okay, he's going to come out. I even told you guys, 4.5 sacks. Our secondary couldn't even pressure the guy. We couldn't even pressure him. Bradley Chubb had the 1 sack on him.
Jalen Phillips did nothing.
And Jalen Phillips, I don't know where you were. Congrats on the baby. But literally, no one was there. No one was there. Rasul Douglas in our secondary. And then you end up losing Storm Duck, who was our second best man since Kader Kohu went down. Multiple weeks he's out. You got our offensive tackle, James Daniel. He's on IR now. We literally, it is a dumpster fire. I don't really know. I don't like to go in the whole conspiracy of the Indian burial ground, but it's starting to look real. There's no way that the Miami Dolphins can be this bad year after year. I know I'm fired up right now. I'm trying to be calm, and I didn't expect us to start this way, but I'm saying the podcast this way, but also just our team, dude, to look as bad as we did. And I remember Chris Grier, what was it, last year? You guys are more concerned about our offseason than we are.
Yeah.
You guys are more concerned about our offensive line than we are. You don't think we want to win as bad? No, Chris Grier, I don't think you want to win as bad as we do.
We're worried about the F1 and the U.S. Open. That's going to happen there.
Yeah, I don't think, Chris Grier, no, I don't think you want to win as bad. Because if you did, you would address the things in the offseason that needs to be addressed. You got Xavier Howard said all we needed to do was plug in the middle. We knew Tua would get panicked, and we knew what that would do. That would just throw him off his game. And then he's like, oh, Tua goes, well, guys, I think that's kind of crazy that you say, we turn over in bunches. Homeboy, you turned over in bunches. I told you guys in the offseason, I'm taking the training wheels off Tua. I love you, but at the end of the day, I can't continue to support you if that's the mediocre football we're going to give. You better tighten up on Sunday, buddy. Better tighten up.
I'm not sure he does. Ben, can you pull up that photo that I sent you earlier? This is going to basically go to the point that we're talking about Chris Grier here. It's absolutely horrific. And you guys will see on this photo right here live. Ben's pulling it up right now.
Give me a second.
Take your time.
Yeah, give me 1 second. But yeah, explain. So what's the explain the photo a little bit?
Just so you know, Ben, 3 people on Instagram Live have said the audio is not working on YouTube. FYI.
While they're looking that up,
I get that checked out right now.
While they're looking it up, dude, honestly, being a Dolphins fan, if I'm looking within the last 5 years of our team, just let's look at the last 6 years. I'm sorry. Let's go back to 2019 and the rebuild year, right? We had 2019. One of the most embarrassing losses was to the Baltimore Ravens. We lost 59-10. We lost 59-10 to the Baltimore Ravens. That was in our rebuild year under Brian Flores. That was one of the most historical losses that I've ever seen. Then if you look at it after that, another historical loss that I can remember was when we had the opportunity to go to the playoffs. And this is Tua. Tua had one game. That was for us to advance. I believe that was in 2021. We had went on a 7-game winning streak. All we needed to do was win for us to advance into the playoffs. Another historical loss. And guess who that was? To the Tennessee Titans. Then you look back into 2023, where we are up. I believe it was by 2 scores. In 2023, we let the Tennessee Titans on Monday Night Football come back and beat us. And then what did that do? Ultimately, we lost, winning the AFC East division, and then we also ended up losing to the Bills in that division. And then, if you also look at it, another historical loss that was very embarrassing to us was when we freaking just lost to the freaking Colts.
Yep.
And also, I'm sorry, and then I skipped over one, was losing to the Bills last year when Tua on, I believe it was that Thursday night? Yeah. Was it Thursday Night Football? It was Thursday night, or it was either Thursday or Sunday Night Football. Someone fact checked me. Where we lost when Tua got concussed. We ended up losing that game. I believe it was 34-10.
Correct.
But anyways, dude, it's just embarrassing.
It's painful.
It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. But
And to think that we're going to be going there Sunday, obviously I'm still fired up, but obviously you're not as fired up. You're not as fired up because you know that you just lost to a team that's going to win at most 7 games at most.
okay.
You lost to a team that
know.
Is at most going to win 7 games, and you hope that you could put it together for the Patriots this week. It's a must-win game. Obviously, we're not beating the Bills looking like that. There's no way. So they got to come show us what they're made of on Thursday. That's the only way to do it. Before we get, go ahead.
Pull it up.
Yeah. Can you pull it up?
Yep,
That would be great. So I want you guys to take a look at this. Justin Herbert lights up the Chiefs. This all and we just talked about this too at your house. Like all these guys that we let go. Hunter Long, I don't even know if he ever caught a pass for us. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith, touchdown. Jalen Ramsey, game-winning hit, which we watched live. Brandon Jones, fumble recovery. Xavier Howard. I mean, it's just like, it doesn't matter where they go. They could be terrible for us, and then they light it up everywhere else. So it's painful, dude.
When it rains, it pours. Literally, when it rains, it pours. I'll tell you what happened to me this weekend. Literally, I'm Saturday. I'm at a baby shower. I'm thinking, the Florida Gators, they're taking care of business. There's no way they're going to lose in their house to the University of South Florida. Go Bulls. There's no way they're going to lose. What happens? I ended up eating my words, which I'll admit, guys. The Florida Gators ended up losing in fashion by a field goal to the University of South Florida. So depleting. I said, okay, the Miami Dolphins are going to redeem me. They're going to redeem me. There's no way the Miami Dolphins are going to lose to Daniel Jones and the Colts on opening Sunday. What happens? We lose. What happens after that? It continued to rain all day. That was the most miserable Sunday for me. I'm not trying to jump all over the place, but I also thought, hey, the Baltimore Ravens are going to redeem me. They are going to make sure that everyone in the AFC East has lost that weekend because the Patriots lost, the Jets lost, the Dolphins lost. I said, if the Baltimore Ravens win, I said, at least the Buffalo Bills will lose. And listen, what happens? Clean slate. What do they say? What do they say in poker? What do y'all say? What do you guys? You guys fold. Everyone folded. I said, everyone's going to fold. Dolphins, literally. That loss to the Colts doesn't mean anything. Yes, it does mean something, but it doesn't mean anything. That means we get to start week 2 all even. No, what happened? The Buffalo Bills did magic. Josh Allen was superhero, as I mentioned on the last podcast. And the Baltimore Ravens lost. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that game was unbelievable. Obviously, the score was 40-25 with 5 minutes to go. The fact that they came back and won that game is unbelievable. But looking at that game, you got 2 stud quarterbacks in that game. I mean, those teams right there are your front runners this year. There's no one in the NFC competing with that. That's a product of great football right there. And I want you guys to make sure, if you're following the Zach Smackz Instagram page, you would have saw that we cashed a very nice teaser in that game. Didn't matter who the hell won the game. We had the Ravens +6. Was in a sweat the whole way, and we won quick $2,000 on that. So make sure you guys are following the Zach Smackz Instagram page to get all of those locks. Before we get into more games here, because these Dolphins is just making me depressing, Corey. It's making me depressing. We got to get fired up for Sunday. We got to figure out a way to get back on track and win this game in our division and start on course. We got to figure out a way to do it. We could pout all day long. We suck. If we don't lose this game, then we'll have another talk. But we got to come out, win this game at home. We're going to be there. We're going to be fired up. Make sure you guys come find us.
Don't forget about that $100 that Zach talked about on the last episode. You come find Zach I guess you could tag me as well. If you find myself, that's redeemable as well. We got $100 for you, the Zach Smackz podcast.
We got $100 waiting for you guys. On TikTok, you guys said you're all going to come find me. First person that finds me is going to get $100. The second person may get a beer. Is that fair?
But again, you can't know us. So
you cannot know us. I got a couple people in my DM saying that what if I know you? No, you cannot know me. So we're going to stay in Miami here. We're going to stay in Miami and talk about this absolutely insane situation that took place the other day in this Marlins game. Okay?
Karen!
Did you see it, Ben?
You know, I just saw a video of someone that made a golem face over a woman with a ball, and I had no idea what it was, and now I'm assuming that it's what you guys are about to talk about.
Let me say something right now, dude. That was a fucked up situation. Really. And it really made me sad for some reason. I don't know why. Being emotional about it. But it was just that guy was such a good dad, man. And all these comments on Instagram, the dad's a pussy. It's fuck you. It's a good dad, man.
For sure.
Took his kid to the game. You know what I mean? Went to go get his son a ball who looked like a good kid as well. And then, this lady walks up to him and the guy's frazzled to shit, scared. That was messed. It's lady, your face is all over the internet. You gotta be aware of your surroundings nowadays with social media. You're canceled. Apparently she got fired from her job. What a stupid lady. I hope you see this and know how stupid you are of a person.
Don't even know if that part is true. I did see that the internet did their job and they ended up finding that
They always do.
They always do.
That's
why
always
you
do.
have to be careful on how you present yourself. But yeah, I mean, just to approach the dad and the demeanor that she did, just over a game ball, why is it that serious? Ma'am, it literally made me lose all hope in humanity that this lady decided that she was going to go find that dad. You took the ball from me. You took the ball from me. And literally, she was okay with him taking the ball from his kid to give it to her. Ma'am.
And then she was flipping birds to the crowd.
No, you're the horrible human being. But shout out to that kid. I did see that someone from the Phillies, one of the players did end up giving him a bat after the end of the game.
And the Marlins, the kid's set now.
And the Marlins ended up giving him a nice gift, a gift basket. But no, that lady was a horrible human being. I can't believe that happened. Thank God she wasn't a Marlins fan. But yeah, anyway.
Hey, if somehow this video crosses them, that kid and the father are always welcome on the Zach Smackz show. So you guys can reach out to me anytime. You guys are always welcome because that was a fucked up situation and I don't stand for bad stuff. So before we get back into the NFL, we're going to talk about this Canelo Crawford fight happening on September 13th in Las Vegas at the new Allegiant Stadium. We got Canelo 63-2-2 going up against Crawford at 41-0. Crazy fight going on here. This has been very anticipated for many months now. Crawford is moving up 2 weight classes, and we got Canelo at -170 and Crawford at +140. My money's on Canelo, big time. Hope you guys are telling me. Let's get right back into football here. We talked about the Dolphins. We talked about the Ravens game. Let's get into a team that can be more miserable than us. The fucking Carolina Panthers. The Bryce Young, we're going to bench him. But you know what? Now he's our quarterback. Oh, he had a great rest of the year. He's our starting quarterback. Where's he back? Where's he going to go now? Back
Honestly,
to the bench?
I mean, I do feel bad because honestly,
trash.
Based on what I saw at the end of the season, I wasn't so high on Bryce Young, but just the simple fact that he did start to ball at the end of the season, but I wasn't just jumping on the bandwagon of this guy's going to be great. So I do feel bad. He did lose his number one target, Adam Thielen. He went back to the Vikings.
Yeah, he had a nice 2-point conversion last night.
But also, J.C. Horn from Colorado last year. That guy's a dog.
Bro, did you see that one-handed pick?
That guy can be really great. But at the end of the day, I mean, I do feel bad for Bryce Young. I do feel bad, but I'm not high on the Carolina Panthers.
No,
by any means. So
we got another crazy game that took place here, which I had a lot of money on. As you guys are following the Instagram page, I had the Denver Broncos -8 for $1,000. Boy, was that a sweat. Holy shit. I don't know what the hell happened to Bo Nix. He did not look like himself. Let me tell you guys something about Cam Ward. I know I talk shit about the Titans. Listen, guys, you don't have to be so rude in the comments. A lot of the shit's comedic, okay? I understand the Tennessee Titans are going to win more than one game. So just putting that out there, when I say a team is going to win a game, I'm not actually being serious. It's a joke. It's comedy. But anyways, listen, the Titans look good. Shout out to Tennessee Titans fans that hate me, but I think the Titans are actually going to be okay. Cam Ward, listen, the guy only completed, I think, 12 passes, but the guy looked poised. Going into Denver week 1 in your NFL career, starting off on the road like that, that's a tough thing that he had to do, and he looked very good. And they were in that game the whole time. They were in that game the entire time. And the fact that Denver covered the spread, thank you. I got to push. Sometimes we got to settle for those. What you think, Ari?
I mean, I thought that it looked like typical sophomore slump.
Sure.
Bo Nix looked like he was a little frazzled. Like, hey, I'm coming off this hype of year 1, rookie year, where I balled out. I exceeded the expectations. But again, I've been high on the Denver Broncos, but I do believe in the sophomore slump. I really do. And I'm starting to believe, before we segue to CJ Stroud, I am starting to believe that the sophomore slump is real. But I did see that the Denver Broncos, they did extend Nick Bonito to a $120 million contract extension, one of the highest paid non-QBs on the Denver Broncos. The guy is well-deserved. And I do like what the Denver Broncos and also, too, the Detroit Lions, we're going to talk about them as well, what they're doing as far as extending these players that do deserve to get paid. These guys are all in on making sure that their players who ball out get paid. They're making sure that these guys get paid.
Yeah,
but
they can make sure they get paid all day long as they win 7 games this year, but we'll get into that.
Who are you saying wins?
Detroit Lions.
The Lions, who you were high on last year, are only winning 7 games
Lions
now?
are done. They proved it to me against the Packers. Packers are going to run away with that division. It's free money. They lost both coordinators. That team's done. We got a couple people in the comments here saying happy birthday to our boy Kahari. Happy birthday to our boy Kahari. It's tomorrow, Ben. His birthday's tomorrow. So we got a couple people saying that. We got a couple questions that I'll answer before we get into that shitty Lions team that we're going to talk about. Yes, I was high on them last year.
And Jahmyr Gibbs.
Titans are so shit. Okay. Yeah, they are so shit. Yeah, dude, Ridley was no good. I don't know what happened with. Did you see how many drops he had in that game?
No.
Oh my God.
Was it as much as CeeDee Lamb? Shout out Paul.
It was right around there. Paul's in here. Lions should have never let Ben go. Yeah, they had no choice, bro. You can't be an offensive coordinator permanently. You know what I mean? So shout out Christian Higgins.
Hey, my boy, Exchange Church.
You dig. All right, so let's get into that game a little bit. So I had a chance to watch that game a little bit, and I do think that they are in deep shit. I think the Detroit Lions are in shambles right now. Losing both of those coordinators, I think, really, really impacted them a lot. I think Dan Campbell is a great coach, but I don't think that he can do it all on his own. I think Dan Campbell is the cheerleader, hurrah guy, and he had the guys that had the X's and O's behind him. And now you lost those people, and unfortunately, your season is going to be terrible. And I do feel bad for those fans because that team had all the potential to win. They had all the potential to win the Super Bowl last year. They had the potential to win the Super Bowl the year before. And unfortunately, I don't even think they're a playoff team this year.
Zach, I would not. It's only week 1. Don't panic. Panic for the Miami Dolphins, unfortunately. But don't panic on the Detroit Lions. It's only week 1. Jahmyr Gibbs, arguably one of the best running backs in the league. Dan Campbell, great coach who I would even love to have back in Miami. Dan Campbell, as a matter of fact, I wanted to ask you a question. Does Dan Campbell kind of remind you, does Anthony Weaver of the Miami Dolphins kind of remind you of Dan Campbell? The reason I'm saying maybe not so much hard notes, but like you look at the physique of Anthony Weaver, tough guy, players love to play for him. He's a defensive coordinator who I think deserves a head coaching job at some point in the league. Would hate to see him go, but I don't. At the end of the day,
he ain't going nowhere with that performance.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't blame you for wanting to leave this mediocre franchise that we call the Miami Dolphins. I still love you at the end of the day, the Miami Dolphins, but still.
Look at Vic Fangio, Carl.
I got to call it for what it is. Vic Fangio called us soft. He left out of Miami. What happened? Ends up winning a Super Bowl.
Ben, right here, please. That's what he got right there.
Oh, that boy, he did get a ring.
That's what he got right there after week 1. You see it right here.
He got a ring. Deshaun Elliott, former safety for the Miami Dolphins, plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers now. Called us soft. I hated on him. But literally, after week 1, I'm not trying to go back to the Miami Dolphins, but after week 1, it is so sad to see. We literally are soft on both ends of the football. Offense, defense, soft, trash. I cannot believe what I saw. You guys on TikTok are going to eat this up. That's okay. Again, I can admit that my team is bad, unlike some of you guys. Steelers, enjoy that win. I can't wait for Ross to come on.
Yeah, Ross is coming on,
Is coming on. I'm glad that y'all won y'all first game against the New York Jets, who aren't even in the midst of anything, but enjoy that win. Because Steelers, again, I told you, you ain't winning 10 games. I love the hate.
What do we got here? Do we think we got a good question here? Do you guys feel confident about the Dolphins against the Pats Sunday? Let me tell you something. I don't feel confident with the Dolphins against Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. Okay? So hopefully we can figure out a way to win the game, but I don't feel confident with them against anyone right now. They need to prove to me and Kahari that on Sunday they can come out with fire behind their fucking ass and they can come out and win a game, and McDaniel needs to prove that, dude. Listen, he's been soft. He's been soft with this team. They need to figure out a way to come out there and make a statement, and frankly, I don't see it.
But it's just a simple fact that they gave us all this culture talk in the offseason. Oh, we're changing. You know, the bond of friendship is going to make us such a better team. All that hoorah, all that stuff was lip service. Because what game one showed me is no one's in control. No one's tough. We're still the soft team that's out there. The power of friendship is not doing anything. Mike McDaniel with your blingy watch and your nice shoes and your nice rolled up sleeves on your freaking pants. That ain't winning games, buddy. It's too cold. These t-shirts, that ain't winning nothing. The new rivalry jerseys that I'm going to go cop tomorrow with Zach. Tomorrow, we are going to go pull up and get those jerseys because we're idiots.
After we said we're not going to spend any money, we're going to go buy 3 of them.
We still spend money on this mediocre franchise because at the end of the day, it still fins up. I'm always going to be a Miami Dolphins fan. But I need my come on, guys. Like, bless us. Bless us. Anyways, I'm sorry, Zach.
No, dude, I love it, dude. Listen,
pissed.
At the end of the day, I'm pissed too. We're going to be at this game. You know, honestly, I'm sitting at your house the other day. I'm thinking about it. It's like, dude, we're going to Carolina in a month. It's like, for what?
Like, why?
Like, why? Hopefully there's some good bars out there with some good food because that's what we're going to be enjoying. We're going to be watching that crazy. That's the first, on that Saturday we're there is the first UFC card in 2 months.
Really?
The main card, yeah.
Not only that.
Pereira versus...
You would know better than me.
Shit. Pereira's fighting someone. If someone can help me out. Pereira's fighting someone that night.
But not only that, what I like about that Carolina game, I'm hoping the Dolphins turn it around by then. But I will say this. We haven't showed you guys love in a while. Our former back-to-back Stanley Cup champions will be raising that banner October 7th. There at Amerant Bank Arena against the Chicago Blackhawks. Zach and I will be in the building to see that banner go up. I just wish the Miami Dolphins can learn from the Florida Panthers.
They can't compete with them, dude.
I really wish.
As sad as it is, we're going for a 3-peat with Matthew Tkachuk on injury till Jan. I don't even know we're going to talk hockey tonight, dude. You're getting me excited right now.
You know,
You're getting me excited right now. Yeah, Ross is like, bring me in. I'm itching. I'm itching.
Gosh.
Let me come in the show.
We're going to talk a little bit of hockey tonight. We are. I got to just put that out there. We're going to miss you, Chucky. We're going to miss you for how many games is Chucky expected to miss? I know Ross.
I didn't even tell you this yet, dude. You're going to be fired up about this. We got something really big going on. I was working all day today on it. We got Money Mills Locks and the Zach Smackz show, are doing a giveaway of 2 tickets for that game, but we'll keep it on the down low for now.
You're giving away our season tickets that we paid for?
Nope.
That's crazy, bro.
Not those tickets.
I'm kidding.
We got 2 different tickets for them. They're going to come to dinner with us, all of us. We're going to go to the Hard Rock. We're going to take care of them, and they're going to win 2 tickets. There's a couple things they got to do, but we'll talk about it.
To the first Panthers games.
October 7th.
If you guys are real Zach Smackz followers, tune in. You guys will find out how to win the tickets. It's news to me.
2 tickets. Lower bowl.
No idea.
I didn't even get to tell them yet.
Lower bowl too? Not in the nosebleeds?
Nice seats.
Oh, guys. Keep tuning in. Stay on the live.
Find out how
to win.
Shout out BetUS. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Before we bring in Ross, Ross, you're going to sit down a little bit longer, okay? We got a couple more games we're going to go over before we talk about your shitty Steelers. Although Aaron Rodgers did have a crazy performance. Let's talk about this Giants team, dude. Oh my God. Are we miserable?
You were high on them.
Dude.
You were high on the Giants. You said the Giants are going to do an upset.
Listen.
You called that the Giants were going to upset the Commanders. What happened? What happened, Zach? Don't try to backtrack now.
Thank you, Lex. Angelev.
Do they need a restart? Is Russell Wilson, obviously, I shouldn't ask you. Russell Wilson is clearly not that guy, and that he was in Seattle.
I got it right there on the sheet, bro.
You go ahead and start Jackson Dart.
You go ahead and Ben, your team needs to figure out a way to tell Brian DeBall to get off his fat ass and start Jackson Dart this week. If he starts Jackson Dart this week, that team will be a lot better off. And yes, I am still high on them, Kari. I think that the Giants could be good. Obviously, they got our boy Javon Holland. They got a top 5 receiver in the league. They got Tyrone Chasey. They got a good offensive line. That team needs to start Jackson Dart. Stop letting Russell Wilson ruin your teams. He ruined ruined Seattle the last 2 years of his career there. He ruined Pittsburgh, and now he's ruining the Giants.
Skip the Broncos when the Dolphins put 70
Of
on
course
them.
I did. I completely skipped them when they paid him, what, $200 million guaranteed? That's on me. Listen, Russell Wilson is not the guy. He's never been the guy. He's been the guy for 3 seasons in his career when he had legs. He has no legs. Get rid of Russell Wilson. Start the future. Jackson Dart. I'm not saying he's going to be incredible. I haven't seen him play much. I've seen him play in preseason. We've seen Skylar Thompson play in preseason too when he goes into the game. So let's be serious here. But I do believe that the Giants have a better chance of being successful with Jackson Dart in that quarterback room.
Not only that, too, I don't know if you guys saw, Malik Neighbors was frustrated. He reminded me of Tyreek Hill on the sideline. Malik Neighbors was cussing out Brian DeBall because the guy expects more. He's one of the best wide receivers in the game, very underrated, but he's also young, but a great talent. He doesn't want his freaking talent to be wasted on Russell Wilson. Like, I don't blame Malik Neighbors. I don't know if you saw him.
I did.
He was very, very, very upset with what was going on.
He's going to continue to be upset because guess what? I think from that front office, they're having issues, or maybe they're not issues to them, where they're telling Brian DeBall, listen, your job is safe for the next 4 years. We're going to ride with Russell Wilson. We're going to be a fucking pussy organization.
Whoa.
And that's what we're going to do. That's what they're going to do. That's what these teams do. Unfortunately, a lot of teams don't care about winning. That's to tell you the truth.
Including our team.
Including our team.
And the reason why I say that, not to cut you off, that we don't care about winning, you bring a guy out of retirement, Darren Waller, who for
Will
some
Fuller.
reason can't step on the field. OBJ, Will Fuller, Darren Waller.
Dude, you can keep going with us. We have so many of them.
Why do we bring these guys who don't want to play football back on the field? You had Jonnu Smith, who wanted to be a part of the team, who had a career high as a tight end on the Miami Dolphins. We bring in Darren Waller for what? We don't even know when the guy is returning to be on the field.
Dude,
Every
he's not
week,
returning.
Mike
Let's be
McDaniel was
serious.
like, I'm not sure. He actually has a golf. He has a tee time at this time. He has a chest event. He has a poker event. Listen, I'm tired of it. We got Julian Hill, who actually caught a 2-point conversion. I'll give that to you,
surprising.
Julian Hill. I know you get a lot of hate from the Dolphins franchise with all the penalties you had last year.
Including us.
Yeah, including us. But at the end of the day, Darren Waller, he was rapping for a reason. He was making country music to come out with a new single with Morgan Wallen for a reason. Why do we have Darren Waller on this team? Why? We are not a serious franchise.
Of course not.
And I'm not crashing out as TikTok would like, oh, the Dolphins, look at you guys. You guys were so high. I was high on the Dolphins, and I'm still high on my team because I'm delusional as hell. Anyways.
I am too. Listen, we got a couple more games to break down, but before we do that, I got a promo for you guys. Ben, can you go full screen right here? I want everyone in on YouTube Live, on Instagram, everyone that's going to watch our show. We appreciate all the supporters. I want you guys to start making money like I'm making right now. We got a lot of promos going on. I told you guys, I promised whoever's in here right now, I'm going to be dropping a lock for Thursday Night Football, which I will give you. But I want you guys to go to BetUS, okay? Go to BetUS and use code SMACKS for 200% deposit bonus back on your first bet. So go to betus.com, use code SMACKS, and make sure you guys type that in to get 200% back, and you guys can start making money playing in the casino and doing everything like that. So we got one more game to break down before we bring in Ross over here. I know Ross has been waiting all day to come in. We got the Buccaneers-Falcons. Buccaneers, I had them winning that game, but boy, was that a sweat. They missed the extra point. Falcons go down at the end. Younghoe Koo, who's made so many field goals for them, misses a 44-yarder to tie the game up, and they lose the game. And you saw what they did today? They signed a kicker to their practice squad today.
They did.
I think Younghoe Koo is on his way out of there.
Wow. Yeah, and that's huge. I mean, again, that's another team that you've been high on, the Bucs.
I have been.
I think you were riding their hype with Baker Mayfield.
Mika Ibuka, what'd I say?
You love him.
I got him in fantasy. I proved it.
Yeah, you did. But I also felt like the Bucs, again, I feel like they're a little overrated, but they got to prove a little bit more to me. Just because, I mean, again, we cannot panic week one. We're panicking on a lot of games, but at the end of the day, that's what football is. Football is definitely recency bias. But I'm not high on the Bucs. I really am not. I'm not.
That's fair. It's hard to be high on your team when you have Todd Bowles as your head coach.
Dang.
Zero emotion, Todd Bowles. Pick 6.
Guys,
Touchdown.
Well, that's better than Tua smiling after he threw his second pick.
Yeah, with his veneers. I love them. They do look pretty good, actually.
Wait. You said that was one more game. Homeboy.
What we got?
We didn't really touch the Bills-Ravens game. We already know how that went. That was a spectacular game. I love that game.
But the Rams.
That was great. I don't even want to go on the Rams. I want to talk a little bit about the first game, the first day of Christmas my true love gave to me. I want to talk about the Eagles and the Cowboys game.
Talk about it.
There was a little bit of rain delay. Oh my gosh. By the way,
$57,000 game check.
$57,000 to spit. Some people's yearly salary. Jalen Carter. I want to ask you a question because we argued about this a little bit at work. I found out that light-skinned Dak Prescott, he ended up kind of instigating that situation. They showed him spitting on the ground. Someone argued with me that was not the same as Jalen Carter specifically spitting at Dak Prescott.
I got news for you. It was the exact same. It was the
agree.
exact same. And in fact, even if he didn't intentionally spit at him, if the ref saw him do that, he would have been thrown out of that game.
And he should have. And he should have.
And you would have had your boy Joe Milton starting.
But I will give the Cowboys fans credit. I will give them credit. I did think that Dak came out, and Dak looked good. I thought Dak looked solid. I think Dak came out throwing the ball, slinging the ball down the field. The only problem was CeeDee Lamb couldn't catch a ball. That's why your guy Javonte Williams, who most of you guys had on the bench in fantasy football, that's why he had 2 TDs.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb could not catch a ball. And where was that former Pittsburgh Steelers George Pickens? How many balls did he catch?
2.
How well did he perform? Literally, listen, at the end of the day, the Dallas Cowboys will continue to be mediocre. They will continue to be mediocre. They can ride themselves high, and they're this great franchise with their 5 Super Bowls. They're not doing anything as well.
I'm with it. Ben, let's bring in our boy Zuda. Former co-host. My boy decided to move to North Carolina for a real big job out there, a big opportunity. So
40 hours a week.
My boy's making lots of money. Let's bring him in, Ben.
All right, here he is.
So there he is.
Hey!
I missed your sexy fucking face, pal. How's it going? You got your shitty TJ Watt jersey on. Let's hear it, Ross.
Winners win, baby.
Ross,
Winners win.
Ross,
Winners
listen to me.
win.
Listen to me, Ross. You look great. I love the background. I'm going to let you have the floor for the next 3 minutes. I want you to tell me what the hell is going on with your shitty FSU, all this bullshit you got going on with your Steelers, your 7 teams. You're a fan of 7 different teams. Let's hear it. I want you to have the floor. Go ahead. 3 minutes.
Where's your Bills jersey, by the way?
No, listen. No 3 minutes needed. No 3 minutes needed.
He wants a full segment. He wants a full segment.
Of course he
the
does.
Pittsburgh Steelers are back. All right. Aaron Rodgers, he's not the OG Aaron Rodgers, but he's Aaron Rodgers. All right. We're having a good season so far. He looked good. The offensive line was a little weak. Defense was a little weak to start. I think we made the Jets look a little bit better than they might be, but got the W. And with my Knowles, man, FSU's back, bro. It's always Tommy Costello. He's a great guy. He's throwing the ball, slinging the ball, running the ball. Everybody.
Let's hear your real takes, dude. What's going on with the Steelers long term? I don't give a shit about week 1 against the shitty fucking Jets. What do you believe is going to happen with this team? Do you really believe they're for real?
How many wins?
I told you guys from the beginning. I'm over the 10.5 wins this year, man. They look great, bro. They look great.
Ross, right? I love that I brought you on,
Dolphins,
dude. Make me laugh.
Okay, when we get an injury like Deshaun Elliott got in week 1, we go out and sign safeties. All right, we just signed Jabril Peppers. Whether or not Jabril Peppers is that great or not, all right, we went out and we signed somebody to fill that gap. All right, listen, all I can tell you, and I told you this before, Zach, don't forget about that $50 bet. All right,
I already forgot about it. What is it?
More wins than the Miami Dolphins.
I never bet you that.
All right, we'll bring it back.
No, I'm kidding. It's all right. I'll give you that money as soon as you pay me for that MLB game that I beat you in.
What was that, like a year and a half ago?
Yeah, good. I didn't forget, baby. I got it written down. All right, Ross. So you talked about the Steelers. You heard a little bit about what we said so far about the games. Any bold predictions you got this season so far, or you saw from week 1 that you like?
Man, I think the Baltimore Ravens are deadly, bro. And
I agree.
That was a great
I'm with
game.
it. I agree with that.
And as a Steeler fan, bro, I was terrified. Derrick Henry looked amazing. The offensive line held up. Lamar Jackson did Lamar Jackson things. It's going to be Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. Coin flip for MVP this year. They both did their thing that game. And, dude, that was a great way to end the week almost, bro. It was amazing.
I said this last week, Ross, on last week's episode. I told Zach, I said, listen, Derrick Henry has not shown any sign of slowing down anytime soon. I said, that guy can play. He's 31 years old. He's running like he's 27 still. I said that guy can literally play till he's 36. He reminds me of an Adrian Peterson. Not so much in body size, but just so much in the fact that he does not slow down. Every year you want to write him off, and Derrick Henry continues to just run down your team. I'm telling you, I agree with you, Ross. I definitely think that the Baltimore Ravens are a force to be reckoned with. And again, they lost in fashion to freaking not Pittsburgh, but Buffalo Bills. But I believe in the Baltimore Ravens. I'm hoping that if the Dolphins can't get it done, which obviously it doesn't look like they will, that's my second team that I'm rooting for this year is the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, 954, Broward County.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that team obviously looked great. The Bills look good. I mean, for me, a team that I'm kind of worried about, and I remember, Carr, you said a few episodes ago, this actually might not have been a few episodes ago, but a little bit longer ago, was that the sophomore slumps, bro. Bo Nix, dude, did not look good.
I said that. I said that.
No, you said Jaden Daniels.
He said that just now.
I did say Jaden Daniels, but I also said I'm high on the Denver Broncos, but I believe in the sophomore slump. I really do. And I'm starting to believe in the freaking junior slump because the way C.J. Stroud looked, not to change the subject, he didn't look so great as well, C.J. Stroud. And everyone keeps blaming it on the offensive line. Because what's his name? What's former Dolphin guy? I can't even think right now. Who did he lose as his tackle? Our guy.
Laramie Tunsil.
He lost Laramie Tunsil in the offseason. I get it. But C.J. Stroud does not look like C.J. Stroud, who threw over 4,000 yards in his rookie season, who everyone had an MVP conversations. The guy does not look like the same C.J. Stroud.
So, Ross, we got actually a couple questions here from the fans, which we appreciate the questions always, guys. So I'm going to let all of us answer these real quick. We got George Kittle. Obviously, you guys saw he's out a couple weeks.
IR.
Hamstring injury, which is not good for them. Obviously, he's a big target for them. Obviously, losing Deebo Samuel. That team only has Ricky Purcell, and I don't even know who else.
Former Gator.
Jawan Jennings.
Yep.
So they got a couple good guys over there. But who was the most impressive team in week one? I would honestly, dude, I would have to say the Packers. I would have to say the Packers just because obviously the Lions obviously have been good and they've had high expectations and they came out and completely dominated that game from start to finish. So I would have to go with the Packers.
I hate to say this. The Buffalo Bills, of course, they impressed me the most. Just to be down 45-25. I thought the game was over. You come back, you complete that game after Derrick Henry balled on you. Keon Coleman had arguably one of his best games of his career, probably the best game of his career.
Was the best.
I honestly,
that's your boy, Ross.
I gotta go with the Buffalo Bills. And again, I will say this, and I'm still gonna stick to it. It's because of Josh Allen. Josh Allen doesn't exist. I still believe that team is the Carolina Panthers.
394 yards for Josh Allen.
Crazy.
Ross, who would you say?
You guys,
Steelers?
You guys took my two, man. I mean, Zach, I was originally going Green Bay. I mean, they put, belt to ass.
The entire game.
That was wild. I had the Lions winning that one, and I just thought that they would kind of roll into what they had last year, and not true at all. Just completely the quite opposite. And then Kari took my second one, bro. The Buffalo Bills did a good job, man. I mean, and I'm not trying to say anything about the Ravens, bro. Listen, Steeler fan. I really don't want to see the Ravens succeed, but you can't not shine on the Ravens, bro. They dominated 3.5 quarters of that game. Like,
Ross, I got a question for you. I want to ask you, because your division, I have argued on this segment that your division is one of the toughest divisions in NFL. But let's give some love to the Cleveland Browns. I mean, that was a close game against the Cincinnati Bengals, who obviously does not have a defense. I give that. I'll admit that.
I want to stop you right there for one crazy thing, Kari. I don't know if you heard this. They were the first team in NFL history to have 7 yards in a half and win a game. The Bengals.
The Bengals
had 7 yards.
I didn't even know that stat.
How insane is that?
I did not know that
7.
stat. But, Ross, as I was saying, though, that was a crazy stat by Zach. But, I mean, your division continues to look good. One of your divisions, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But, excuse me. But, yeah, the freaking Browns, they literally, like, as far as low as the expectations have been this year, they literally came out and they said, listen, like, we're going to punch the Bengals in the mouth. And they did. That was such a close game.
Whole game was good. The guy missed a field goal to win the game. Well, not win, but to give the Bengals the ball with less than 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
The Browns were in that game the whole time. I mean, obviously Vegas was begging you to take the Bengals. That line went from 5.5 to 5 to 4.5. So, obviously, if you were on the Browns, then that was the right play. Ross, what do you think?
Yeah, man, listen, I think that Kari kind of hit on the nose. The Browns maybe put a little shock in everybody. But honestly, if you really look at it, the Bengals haven't won a home opener since they went to the Super Bowl, and I can't remember that year off the top of my head, but that was the last time they won a home opener or season starter in week one, you know?
Yep.
I mean, they struggle a little bit, but they always kind of figure it out, man. I mean, Jamar Chase wasn't getting the ball that game, and the running game was okay, and Chase Brown got a touchdown. Offensive line for the Bengals looked weak. I mean, or the Browns defensive line just looked good. I mean, you never really know week one. That's kind of the thing when week one in football, week one in college football, things like that. You got nicks and kinks to figure out. So I'm not really wanting to judge much on teams yet. I want to kind of give it a little bit of time. Maybe by week 3, see how teams are really, looking.
Yeah, I mean, and I would say week 3 might be even too early, but yeah, Denzel Ward had that boy Jamar Chase locked up in shambles. Jamar Chase, who arguably one of the best going into this season, wide receiver. Again, it's only week 1, but I thought that hats off to the Cleveland Browns. I thought that they played a good game.
Yeah, we got a good one here. So this is going to be a little piss some Bears fans off, but is Caleb Williams ass? Because let me tell you guys something. If you guys watched that game like I did, and I'm sure we all did, he looked dominating in that first half. Dominating. So much to the fact where I put $232.44, every dollar in the account, on the Bears minus 10.5 when it was 17-6 was the score. Yeah. And they ended up losing the game outright. If I would have put that $200 on the Vikings money line, we would have been going to chops after this podcast tonight.
Woo!
Okay? On me. So let me tell you guys something. I think Caleb Williams is ass still. And I don't know if I listen, I'm taking this out of Pat McAfee's show today, okay? But I don't know if Ben Johnson is the right coach for him. That's what they were talking about today during I was eating my salad from corporate. It was good. And they were talking about, is Ben Johnson not the right coach for him? Because if you think about it, for 3 years, all the trick plays they did with Jared Goff didn't leave the pocket. Caleb Williams is not that quarterback.
But Caleb Williams also didn't have the same offensive line that Jared Goff had.
Sure, but they did beef it up a bit. They
did. They made some adjustments. But at the end of the day, I felt like Caleb Williams reminded me of last year. He was still scrambling out of the pocket, running for his life, trying to make plays like he was Houdini out there, like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes does. But he couldn't. I still am not gonna write off Caleb Williams so soon. I still think that he the way he went out with talent. As far as focus, I'm still going to give him a shot. It's still only week 1. But let me ask you a question. Let me throw the question back at both of you.
Please.
And Ross. What were your thoughts on J.J. McCarthy?
Listen, dude. My dad called me, and I was like, this guy's never going to play more than 3 games in the NFL. He was that bad, dude. Like,
it looked horrible.
Like zero motion, like could not get the ball moving whatsoever. Then after that pick 6, I was like, oh, this guy's so bad. Like, obviously, jitters. He played in his hometown. I mean, he played in that high school in Chicago. So obviously, some nerve there. But he just did not look good at all until the second half. Was it him? Was it the Bears missing the field goal? Like, this is too early to predict. I don't know if J.J. McCarthy's that guy. I don't. Josh Allen in his first game ever, I'm sure, didn't look good. You know what I mean? So
he didn't, by the way, I remember.
Yeah, so listen, there's still a lot to judge on J.J. McCarthy. Could he be good? Sure. Will he be? He does have the right head coach for a quarterback, though. Kevin O'Connell's a man.
Yeah.
Which leads me to a question after I give you guys a chance to answer that. I have a really good question.
Oh, I got it. I feel like it has a lot to do with what we talked about earlier.
Did I ask you this one?
Or is it one of the questions that I added to the spreadsheet? Because I think that's a good question based on the time we have left.
Ask it.
No, you go. Go ahead.
This is a fun one. This is a little interactive question. I want you guys on TikTok to let me know who you guys would pick. If you guys were in the NFL, okay, your position is not quarterback, so obviously it depends on the position. Let's just go with you're a defensive tackle, random position. Out of every head coach in the NFL today, who would you want as your head coach? I'm going to let you guys go first.
Oof. I wasn't prepared for that, so I didn't have enough time to do research, so I just have to go off the top of my head. Oh, my gosh. I feel like the 2 guys that are just buzzing out of my head, I got to go with the
one.
most
You give me one.
Oh, my.
One. I gave Smiley the question today. One.
One?
Ross, you want to go first?
I'm going to go. I'm going to go. And I don't even know why I'm saying this guy, but I'm going to go with Sean McVay. The reason I'm going to go with Sean McVay, because even when that team should have been in a rebuild situation after they won the Super Bowl, that team has continued to still win games. Granted, they have Matthew Stafford, who hasn't been healthy. I mean, they have Puka Nacua, who would have thought he would have been as great as he has been.
That defense, dude.
And that defense, I'm gonna go with Sean McVay, young coach. I think has a lot to prove. Sean McVay's my answer.
Ross.
Well, we're going off the position of defensive tackle or just all over?
Of course he is. Let's go. Let's just go defensive tackle because that was my question.
All right. Well, defensive tackle, going based on defense, bro. What defense? I mean, I gotta go, bro. Again, John Harbaugh, bro. That Raiders defense is legit all the time. I feel like he's just a great coach, bro. Like I feel like every year they're a contending team. They're always looking good. I mean, kind of hard for me to say as a Steeler fan, but man, I have nothing but respect for John Harbaugh because he is like the guy, right? Like you look at Mike Tomlin and how his overall record and stuff like that, but dude, they go head to head every single year and it's always split 50-50.
Yeah.
And you just see how he changes things on the fly, how things are changed to, fix little issues here and there. Like I'll tell you right now, the Ravens are going to come out next week a completely different defense, completely different offense, and they're going to win their next football game.
That's fair. So I got to go with my boy, Kevin O'Connell. After watching last night, obviously I understand he's a quarterback's coach. But, man, what a good guy to play for, man. He just seems like the man, bro. Just like perfect mix between X's and O's and leader of men, which is what you need as the ideal head coach in the NFL. Leader of men, X's and O's combined. I think that he's the man, bro. And I would just not want to play for anyone more than him. That's my guy. Going with Kevin O'Connell all day long.
So after you mentioned his name, that's actually who I wanted to go with.
Yeah.
But I was like, I felt like you were going to go with Kevin O'Connell because you brought his name up. And so the second guy, because I said two guys, Sean McVay, for whatever reason, just stood out to me so much.
Yeah.
Because you got to look at Mike McCarthy. I mean, he ain't no winner.
I'm with it.
I mean, he hides behind Aaron Rodgers' coattails as far as winning goes. So I think that, I don't even know I'm giving so much hate, but I think that Mike McCarthy is a Sean Payton wannabe. Sean Payton literally won a Super Bowl behind Drew Brees, but Sean Payton has continued to prove himself based on what he did with Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos. But then you look at Mike McCarthy. What has he done since coming to Dallas? What has Mike McCarthy done since coming to Dallas? He's hiding behind Aaron Rodgers and that one Super Bowl that they got in 2012. Anyways, I digress.
I'm with it. Ross.
Hey, listen, I mean, I want to go back to a little bit about what you guys said about the Bears-Vikings game because I never got to kind of say my piece about that. And I'll say this, and I always will be, for now on, professional Caleb Williams hater. This guy, the pocket yesterday for the Bears was significantly better than last year.
100%.
Like, week 1 looked phenomenal. And yet, he's still running out of the pocket and doing stupid shit.
Well, listen, dude. Like I said, that's the way that he plays. That's the way he played at USC, and that's the way that he plays. You know what I mean? So that's the thing.
It's just not like unless you're Lamar Jackson, you cannot do stuff like that. Like seriously, I mean, they built an offensive line so that you can stay in the pocket and not get sacked, and then you have DJ Moore and Rome Odunze, who had a good year. You have Cole Kmet at tight end, who got 1 catch, which is ridiculous. And then you have this Colton Loveland, or I can't remember his first name, Loveland, tight end, new guy. I mean, you have the weapons, and they did that. And not to mention, and I want to say, oh, it's the team, it's the defense. No. First off, your guy, O'Connell, bro, he changed the whole aspect of their game in the second half of that game. He saw what happened, and he's like, we're going to change it up. J.J. McCarthy looked great because they were doing things to get him moving and get him open. Getting guys, Justin Jefferson, open. I mean, it was crazy.
Not only that, I'm sorry, Ross, but not only that with Kevin O'Connell, but Brian Flores, he changed up his scheme. You got Andrew Van Ginkel. Andrew Van Ginkel, arguably one of the best edge rushers in the league, who Miami Dolphins fumbled on. I mean, that guy is unstoppable.
One of the 6 we fumbled on.
He is unstoppable. Yes, there's many more. But Andrew Van Ginkel looked great. Give Brian Flores some credit. I mean, that his defensive scheme, I mean, none of you guys picked him to be your head coach going onto a new team. But that guy defensively, that guy is gifted. He's a guru. I'm just saying.
Shout out the Utah Utes. We got Utah Utes in the comments right now.
Tell her without Googling, because I know who said Utah Utes. Tell her to tell me their quarterback. But anyways,
She won't know.
She won't know. It's okay.
Patrick Mahomes 2.0. All right. So everyone, I promise you, if you're in the Instagram Live, you're in the YouTube, which we appreciate, and for who's going to watch it afterwards, I'm going to give you guys a lock for Thursday night, early Thursday night live. We got Deebo Samuel Jr. at plus 150. Sorry, Deebo Samuel Jr. Deebo Samuel Sr. Shout out his son, whatever the hell, Junior.
I don't know.
I don't know. We got him at plus 150 to score a touchdown against Green Bay. Listen, that's how he's going to score. I don't like the running backs to score. I don't like Jaden Daniels to score. I think Micah Parsons is going to be all over that defense, spying on the quarterback, spying on my boy Bill Crosby Merritt, who was fourth on the depth chart and had 82 yards rushing last game. We're going with Deebo Samuel at plus 150. How do you not take that bet there? He's going to find the end zone. You guys will cash that easily. Make sure you guys are betting plus money Deebo Samuel to find the end zone on Thursday against Green Bay Packers. I'm not going to say who wins that game. I think it's a coin flip. 3.5 is the line.
I really don't have it. I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm just worried about our Miami Dolphins.
There we go. That's it, baby. We're going to be there Sunday.
I really don't have a dog in the fight. But I did want to say, before the segment ends, Billy Napier, I don't want you to think you're getting off of this podcast.
Debo. Yes, sir.
Billy Napier.
Debo.
You need to be working at McDonald's next episode that Smackz podcast has, because the only win that you have, speaking of the Utah Utes, your biggest win was against the Utah in 2020. I believe it was 2022. 2022 was when we beat Utah with Anthony Richardson as our starting quarterback. You almost beat the Tennessee, what are they, the Vols last year. That was a close game. But Billy Napier, I want you out. I've wanted you out since last year. You are not the guy to get us over the slump. You're hiding behind DJ Lagway. You're a terrible coach. Your play calling is atrocious. You play under your freaking competition. You're the worst head coach in the national football. I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind because it's late.
He's that bad.
He's that bad. And you're the worst coach in freaking college football. I want you out of there, Billy Napier. I want you fired, and I want the Florida Gators to succeed without you. Pack up and leave. Bye.
Pack up and leave, Billy. You heard it here first. And she got him right, but she could have been using Google.
It was Dylan Gabriel that I'm sure she Googled. I'm sure she Googled. I'm sure she didn't know that.
Bro, Juice said, bro almost said Titans. I don't know what's going on there. Listen.
It's late, guys.
It's getting late. We're about to wrap it up. Ross, any last words about how you feel? Anything that you feel week 2? Predictions, anything? We appreciate you coming in.
I'm just excited to see how teams, change. It was great it rained up here all weekend, so I was able to, sit inside and watch some football, and it was great. And just loved having.
You weren't working,
back.
bro?
Yeah, you weren't working?
Dude, I got rained out, brother. We're all good, though.
Dang,
that's all right. My boy still got paid.
It must have been raining for a month.
Bro, we got paid.
It must have been raining for a month.
Kari, any last words?
Raining, brother, all weekend.
Hey, again, not to bring it up again, I appreciate having Zuda Ross on the podcast. Can't wait to see you driving back. Welcome to Florida sign when you're on your way back.
We've been talking about it, Ross. We're waiting.
We can't wait to have you back full time on the podcast. But also too, again, not to beat a dead horse. Can't wait to see you guys on Sunday. Zach and I will be tailgating in the yellow lot, so come check us out.
Oh, we weren't going to tell him that. No, we're in orange. We're in purple, black, yellow, purple. We ain't going to tell them where we're going to be at, though.
It doesn't even matter because the real ones have to tune in.
Of course.
They're not going to know where our seats are. You guys,
the yellow lot's so big.
And it's so big, they won't find us. But again,
maybe we won't. And they don't know which yellow lot either.
And they don't know. So again, Zach has 100.
Tell him the section in the row too while you're at it. Yeah.
We are actually in row 23, section 342.
Yep.
Come find us, guys. We have $100 for you. Follow the Zach Smackz podcast, TikTok, Instagram. We're on iTunes, not iTunes, on
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you name it, we're there, baby.
Follow us.
Type us in on Google. Follow us. We're going to be doing a lot more Miami Dolphins content at the game, too. We'll do a video with you guys. Make sure you guys are tuning in. We really appreciate everyone in Instagram Live tonight.
Thank you, Podcast Junkies in Meisner Park, Boca Raton, Florida. If you want to get a podcast, come check us out. Come check out your boy Ben Castro. He'll get you set up.
Thank you so so much, Ben. We appreciate it. And make sure, like I said, guys, BetUS, use the promo code SMACKZ, SMACKZ. You guys want to start making money? There's not a better place to do it than BetUS. You get a 200% deposit bonus. There's no one doing that kind of deposit right now. Make sure you guys log into BetUS. Get your bets in for this coming week. Lock in the Deebo Samuel bet. We got my boy Rasmus already putting him in. First touchdown at 9-1. We appreciate the fuck out of you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night. It's your boy Zach Smackz,
Yes,
GG,
sir.
and we're out.
Those Steelers.